Hello, hello, hello. Who have we got today? If you can actually tell me if you can hear me okay, because I actually have or have had someone cutting their grass right next to me, so you can imagine the sound, hence why I've got these headphones on. So hopefully you can't hear anything. If you can, please let me know. I'm just waiting on people coming on. Whilst I shuffle these cards. Please share the video. That would be absolutely amazing. So it would. Let me just take this away. I've got too many things up here. Today is a good day. Today is we are live. Can you tell me if anybody's on here that has received any emails from me? Because there's something happening with my emails for some reason. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And just let me see if I'm actually there. I'm on if you're listening to this, can you give me a thumbs up so you can hear me? Just so the algorithms are. I'm just double checking I'm in the right group. Yes, I am. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm just away to do a card for today's transmission, Deborah. Give me a moment so I can see the comments coming through. Okay, here goes. Thank you. Deborah, could you put the link in the chat for the Oracle? Screen's foggy. Yeah, there's nothing I could do about this because I haven't got my camera thing. Today's card, isn't that interesting? Harvest. Autumn Goddess, Harvest. And that's exactly what we need, something like that for today, because the transmission, what we've done over the past couple of days, we need this to bring in the harvest. Yeah, so abundance. That card really does reflect abundance. It reflects power, and it also reflects you being in your inner femininity, your goddess, what have you. Okay, so let's go. So just recap what we have done over the past 3 days. You know, we looked at the nervous system, the energetic system. We connected you with both systems. We then looked at your survival structures. On day 2, we looked at creating and clearing some of those survival structures so we can open the way to allow the wealth energy, those codes, to come in. Now, there's a few of you who were saying that you're a bit confused when we were doing this. And when I looked at the data at the back end, what actually happens is there was quite a few users that downloaded more than one archetype. And if that was the case, that would really confuse you. That's why I said just go with the one that you initially felt led to go to. Yeah, because you would get confusion for that. Found yourself on Facebook today, Sherry, instead of YouTube. Beautiful. I think it's actually I don't know actually. I'm just wondering if it's a clearer picture in YouTube is in Facebook, but I don't know. We'll soon see. Anyway, so we looked at the survival structures, the overgiver, the performer, the lone wolf, the under-earner, the chameleon, the healer trap, the martyr, the inner child loyalist, you know, the silent rebel. And we explained they're not personality traits, but energetic structures that limit in expansion. So what we did was we rebalanced the system. We connected to both the nervous system and the energetic structure to create a capacity for receiving. So you are the receiver, integrating those abundant codes. And I'll say this again, guys. The archetypes is only one that you use. You don't use more than one. It's only one you use, and it's the one that your soul remembers. Because you know all this. It's just I'm just helping you remember it. If you have, and just let me know in the comments if you downloaded the archetype, if you got the 8-page report from the Oracle code, activate your codes. Yeah, just let me know in the comments. Did you get that? If not, here is the link to go and where are we? Here's a link to go and get those codes because there's a lot of power in here. Downloaded money. Perfect. Thank you, honey. And here, go here. Okay. And then we went into the 4 energetic bodies. Yeah, Sherry got it. Brilliant. And then we went into the physical where capacity and safety live. You know, we just really connected with. Let me know in the comments, guys. Which one did you find that you connected to the most? Was it the physical, the emotional, the mental, or the spiritual? Let me know. Every time I come out, it doesn't let me back in. Into where, Deborah? Into Facebook or? Unsure what you mean by that. YouTube? And by the way, went out for a walk today because my big thing today was get out for a walk really early this morning, and the heavens opened. Absolutely monsoons. I mean, the thunder and lightning, the rain was absolutely bucketing down, and it's really, you know, Spirit's looking after me because I was right at a lovely coffee shop. Into this feed live, isn't that interesting? No idea why it's doing that, lovely. No idea. So just we just looked at the physical, the 4 bodies. That's where your safety is. That's where we can open up the field to allow the energies to come in. And isn't that interesting also? The grass cutting is finished. Before I started this, it says to the spirit, can you let them finish just as we start? And that's what's happened. Oh, I just love my spirit team because this went on for about half an hour. It was really, really loud. Amazing. Emotional. This is where truth is expressed or suppressed. You know, you'll feel it. You'll feel it in the emotional body. And the mental is where narratives and identity loop. You know, this is where it keeps going on this constant loop. I know back in the day, not now, but back in the day, the way I used to speak to myself when I was a bridal designer was absolutely horrendous, and that was on a loop, an absolute loop, constant going on and on and on. And I know a lot of people do this in the healing thing. And what you're actually doing is you are with that thought form is the toxins, the energy, you know, is going into all the bodies. Yeah. And this is where the identity loop comes in. The spiritual is where your higher guidance connects or disconnects. You know, when we numb ourselves, If you're feeling numb, you're disconnected from your soul, from your spirit team. You know, if there's a numbness occurring, because you're not allowing yourself to feel the emotional. So the spiritual, what you've taught yourself is it's safer for you to numb in this from the spiritual as opposed to feel it. Yeah. And always remember your mind resists change, but fear is often a sign you're expanding. Your body feels the transformation before your mind expands it. Listen to its signals because it's helping with expansion. Now, sometimes when I do my daily practice, you know, I'll get real pain within my body, but I don't allow myself to go away from that pain. I go right to it because I know my body's trying to tell me something. There's something there that, you know, needs to go for me to be able to do the future pace. And I'm going to show you today that I do on a daily basis. And I've got a really charmed life, you know, considering what I used to have before. It's like night and day. Yeah. And also remember, your soul already knows the path. Your job is to trust it and take the first step. Take that action. You know, always ask, what's the big, bold action move that I should be taking? Because for us to get where we want to go, there's always action you need to take. Now, a lot of people in the spiritual realm think, oh, I'll just meditate. I'll just connect to my spirit team. I'll connect to my higher self and it'll just come to me. It's not how it works. And I know that more than anybody because I've tried it. It's not how it works. You've got to take the aligned action that doesn't come from the ego. Because I used to take a lot of action from the ego, and that's what causes burnout. Yeah. When it's aligned action, it's light, it's expansive, it's a joy to do that action. Now, does fear come in sometimes? Yes, of course it does. Fear does come in. That's when you know you've got to go back inside and to change what is actually, and listen. Just listen. What is actually the fear? This is why the Belief Codex is very, very good, because I'm going to connect you with every single part that's within you, but we're also going to go to the control center, the subconscious. Mine's is called the wizard. Surprise! You know, of my A team. And I mean, I've got about 15 parts in there, all playing. So can you imagine if you've not got all those parts playing to the same field, to the same drum of what it should be playing? Because this is why you're finding everything so difficult. This is why you're not getting those dreams, those manifestations that you actually want, because you've not got all those parts aligned. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do in the Belief Codex. That is, as I said, don't, Spiritual Awakening Academy members, don't buy that. Yous are getting that free as a gift for being in the Spiritual Awakening Academy. And boy, this really does work. I've been testing it out massively, and instantly within an hour, the manifestations are coming. Yeah, because of the way that it's set up. And this is my inner council, my spirit team that showed me how to actually do this. Yeah. And lastly, just remember your emotions, they're not obstacles. It's just energy and motion. Now, the thing about the energy is and emotions is sometimes what can happen, especially if you've got pain in your body and you've been to the doctor and the doctor can't find anything, that is energetic, emotional pain going on there. Without a shadow of a doubt, is emotional, energetic pain. And what's happening there is this telomere, without me going too much in depth into that, there's these telomeres that are actually minute, that have just compounded because you've not allowed yourself to one, feel, two, listen, and three, release, transmute. You just not allowed yourself to do that, and you've not brought the parts that need you to listen to in order to release that. Yeah. and there's a compounding in there. So if you, and what I mean by that, if you've got a serious pains in your lower back, yeah, because this is where a lot of people keep this tension, and this is where the energy blocks is in that lower back. If that's you, yeah, if you've got that lower back pain, and usually it comes from foundational security, safety, worry that goes in there. And what actually happens is it compounds the energy, and the way the energy works within the body, it's not allowing that energy to go up. It's trickling up the back. And actually what's happening, this is from a pranic healing point of view, what's happening is it can cause migraines. It can cause blockages in how your intuition works, how you see spirit, how you connect to spirit. And it also can cause patterns of dis-ease within the body if you don't have those patterns, those energetic patterns released. So just be aware of that. Emotions are there, energy's there to allow it to move into the body. Use them as your guide, guys. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Let me just see where everybody is. Yeah. Bunny's saying numb. Yeah. So it's a disconnection there, Bunny, if there's a numbness. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're just going to actually we're going to work with the field today, you know, because we're going to allow that transmission. I'm just looking at messages. So Sherry's mental, very good. Anybody else want to use where to use? You know, what one came forward for you yesterday the most? The spiritual, the physical, the emotional, or the mental? Sherry says the mental. So, and that's not a surprise there, Sherry, because a lot of your fears are in the mental. Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, we show that on the Belief Codex. Honestly, it's powerful, powerful stuff. Anyway, so I actually, can you all tell me actually, I sent emails out to you know, the separate, the east, the west, the south, the west, my brain went dead there, the north. I sent emails to each individual with the codes and all the rest of it. Did you receive that email? Because I didn't receive them. And I'm wondering if there's something wrong with my email system. Because the starts are very low as well. It's very interesting what's going on. Can you let me know in the comments, guys? Did you receive that email? Bunny, you never received it neither, honey. Sherry, did you receive it? For the Gatekeeper of the West? Can you check your spam as well, just to be on the safe side? Because there's definitely something going on my email system if that's the case. It's mental. And you didn't see one neither, Sherry. There's definitely something going on my email system then. Okay. So what I'll do is I will send, because I'd actually send emails with your own personal things, what have you. What I'll do is I'll just private message you it. Yeah. I'll private message everybody who's in the group just so you can get that, because it is powerful. And I know a few of you felt confused about that. They're coming in, and it's probably because one, we didn't have you didn't see the energies, the symbol, the sigils of each of those archetypes, and also because I was doing all four, it maybe was a bit confusing for you. Yeah. So we're just going to embed that and how to use that wealth code, guys. and I've got a fly rushing around me here, is because it holds a specific wealth code frequency that's been downloaded from source, been downloaded from my spirit team. And as I say, it's not an affirmation, it's a living energy that must be felt, seen, and embodied. And I'm going to show you today how you can use that and give it to others. Because there's nothing more, what's the word I'm looking for? There's nothing more expansive of the gift of giving. Got all other emails, but not the personal one. Sherry, could you tell me the last email, what the subject line was, please? Just so I can see if it is that. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Sherry. That's really good of you. Thank you. Just check you didn't get it neither, Sherry. Bunny. That's mad. Absolute mad. No idea why. Anyway, we'll soon sort it out. I've sent an email to them. So we have this wealth code frequency. And when the 3D world shows you, now after this morning actually, it wasn't, I did it after, but this morning when I did my daily practice, I actually worked with that wealth code frequency for the Gatekeeper of the North, because that's where I sit. And I just played with that frequency, yeah? And just brought it into the third eye and just allowed it all to come in up and just played with it. Yeah. And what I did was I just said I future paced it. And this is what we're going to do today. We're going to future pace it so that this is what happens, right? With the subconscious. Here's the truth. We are taught that we've got to go and find the root problem of what's going on in our life. Yeah. And what actually happens is when we go and we ask this, why do we not have any money? Why is no one taking our offers? Why is, this why question, but it's got a negative connotation to it. So I want you just right now to think of what is the why question you say to yourself. Okay, Sherry, no, that's not the one. Thanks, Sherry, for doing that, for the email. So you didn't get the day ones. Mental. Anyway, I'll try and send it out again. What was I saying there? Yeah. So tell me in the comments, what is the why question you ask yourself mostly? What's the why question? Like, why am I still in lack? Why don't I know my purpose? All these kind of questions. Just let me know in the comments, what is your why question? Just sit with that for a minute. Because this is what happens, is those negative questions that you're asking, this is what the unconscious does. It actually goes looking in that rabbit hole so that actually that why question becomes your foundation. It becomes your 3D. So you're always stuck in that. Yeah. That's why it's always hard for you. So, and if you look at some of the big coaches out there, some of, what's his name from Mind Valley Vision. Not that I follow him, but he's a good one for this. He really does. I mean, check him out. He really does do this, just like what I do this. Why am I not feeling deep connection with people? And I bet you £1 to penny, Annie, you don't feel a deep connection to people. Yeah? Let me know in the comments. I bet you £1 to penny, you don't feel a deep connection to people. Bonnie says, why do I live in scarcity? My dad grew up in true scarce. So your 3D world will be showing you scarcity. Is that right, Bunny? Sherry says, why aren't more people drawn to me? Yeah? And a pound to a penny, you'll find there's a scarcity of people coming towards you. Because think about this for a minute. Yeah? Really think about it. I really want you to get this. Because when you get it, that aha moment, that is when things shift. Yeah? All those why questions that you takes you down the rabbit hole, what actually happens is it's running background programming. Yeah. So what it's doing is it's actually going in and constant, making those core beliefs even more cemented in your identities of why do I live in scarcity? Why aren't more people drawn to me? Why am I not feeling deep connection to people? In the 3D world, all it will show you is the unconscious mind will start looking for things to show you this. So what you'll find is you don't have a deep connection to people because those people are not coming forward. You don't have people that are drawn to you because you're too busy looking for the people that aren't drawn to you. You don't have wealth and abundance because you're too busy with that why of living in scarcity. And that is how we work. So, because remember, you're not stuck, you're not broken. You have a choice. And you're just still running the same beliefs, the same patterns that were installed before you even had some of those before you even had words. Yeah? Does this make sense to you guys? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to feel this. Just this minute, it's just a small practice to feel this. So I want you to say the thing that is that why that keeps running in the background. Keeps running in the mental, in the energy, in the spiritual, and you actually feel it in the physical. So say that to yourself just now. Let me know in the comments. What is it that you feel? Do you feel a tightness in the physical body? Do you feel a heaviness, a denseness, a sadness even? Let me know. What do you feel? But Bonnie says she didn't hear what I asked. So what I mean, Bonnie. So you feel depressed? You got it, yeah. Let me know what your others feel. Did you get that, Bonnie? Yeah. Sherry says she feels whiny. Hello, lovely Annie. Lovely to see you, darling. Great to have you here. Because I'm going to give you another question to change that so that you can feel this in the body. When I started doing this, a wee while ago now, my whole system went, wait a minute, what? It was as if I threw them off kilter because they had something else to go and look to bring me. And it actually works. And this is what we're going to do today. Annie says, I'm feeling deep grief. Yeah? So do you feel that in the body, don't you? You tell me what it is that you feel in the body. Is it heaviness? Is it denseness? Yeah? Because I'm just going to show you the difference of what you can do here. Got it. Good, Bunny. Perfect. Love it. So now what I'm going to do is so Bunny, in fact, this will do all of yous actually. Now I want you to ask this question. So shake that feeling out your body. Shake the feeling out. Annie says she feels heaviness, depleted in a dark tunnel. Yeah? I just want you to move the body, shake it out, you know, just shake that energy out. Yeah. Because now you're going to ask this question. Why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? And feel the difference of that. Why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? Why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? And breathe, just breathe that in, asking that question. And you're going to bring your nervous system forward, your energetic system forward, and any other part of you that wants to come forward to play. And you're going to say the same question. Why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? Sherry says it. Yeah. Can you see the difference of what each of those questions feel like within your body? And that's what I'm talking about, future pacing. Because what will actually happen is your unconscious will start looking for more people, for more visibility, for more wealth, more abundance. Yeah. Let me know. How does that feel now? Does that feel better? Give me a thumbs up or a love heart, big love heart if it feels better. So think about what we are doing to our systems when we're going down that rabbit hole of the never enough, the scarcity, the invisibility, the heaviness, the connection. Yeah. Now ask this other question. Why does my nervous system, what does my nervous system need today to fully stabilize in my next level identity? But he says, kittens bounced me off the internet and walked across my keyboard. Amazing. So the next question is, what does my nervous system need today to fully stabilize in my next level identity? Just listen. Now, when I started asking these questions, honestly, all parts of me just went, what? 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 But it was a good way. It really was in a good way. Because let's be honest, we've got the harvest card today, the abundance card. So there's going to be a shift today. Couldn't have got a better card for what we're away to do today. Couldn't have got a better one. Yeah. And just breathe that in. And now you're going to ask this other one. where in my body already knows how to receive with ease? And how can I amplify that now? So what you're doing is you're asking strategic questions that your unconscious has to go and find. Yeah? Yeah, same here, Bunny. I love Oracle cards too. I feel like there's another set coming on, but it's finding the time to do it. I've got to be really... I actually want to go back to where I created these ones in Vietnam. That's my goal, was to create the other ones where I did in Vietnam, because that energy there was just amazing. However, there was another place we were in Cancun that I would love to go back to and do creative work. But actually, I felt like I was on holiday there, which is, laptop was hardly out. Did the work I needed to do. But that's my thing this year, is aligned action where I'm not overworking. Long time coming, I say. Oh, you love it. Good, good. Oh, sorry, Sherry. I'll repeat the last question. So, where in my body already knows how to receive with ease? So, your body will show you. Where in my body already knows how to receive with ease? And how can I amplify that now? Yeah. Do you feel that though? Because what will happen there is there'll be a lightness comes in the body. Let me know in the comments. Is that what happened? Is there a lightness that came in through the body? That's a lower part of my brain. Yeah. So what I suggest there, Bunny, if you feel that in the lower part of the brain, yeah, when you ask that question, and I would ask that question every day, where in my body already knows how to receive with ease. So when you're saying the question, why is it now safe to hold visibility, more wealth, more power in my body? Go to that part of the brain, that lower part of the brain, and just imagine you're expanding that energy there. And watch your 3D world show you, because that is how easy it is. Now, if, yes, it's a fun curiosity type feelings, yeah, it will be. And what I also suggest, if that's where your part of your body, where you receive with ease, put your wealth code there. Just let me know in the comments, does everybody know their wealth code, their abundance code? It's just a little dot, yeah, make it bigger. Just make it bigger. You just ask the unconscious, why is that energy in the body where I receive, why is it huge? So you do the opposite, because remember, guys, we are paradoxes. So if we feel one thing, you better believe we can feel the other. It's just that we're not balanced in the paradox. And you want to flip it. You don't know your abundance code. Yes, Sherry says the symbol. What were you, Bunny? What archetype were you? So just to reiterate, the east was the square with the infinity. That was the infinite symbol. The south, that was the triangle with the dollar sign in it. And the west was, I think you were the same as Sherry, was the symbol. Do you know what the symbol is? I can't share my screen in Facebook, but what I can do is I can put the West booklet in the comments for you to open up and see. There you go, Bunny. And that's the symbol, and the symbol comes through the heart area. Let me know if you've got that, Bunny. And the North symbol is like the four, because these are sigils. You know, it's like the four looped, you know, with one line with a wee triangle in the middle. You remember seeing it now. Good. Perfect. I love you. So now can you see the difference of the things we're saying to ourselves, how it feels in the body, and actually the future pacing, what it does? Did everybody feel it was lighter in the body? New tattoo, maybe. You'll need to send me a photo if you do. That's a good idea, actually. I don't really have any tattoos, but I have been thinking about, 57-year-old, and I've really been thinking about getting something on my finger, and that would be perfect, actually. Mm. But I hate pain. You know, the thought of the needle with the pain, it just, oh, yeah. And I'm quite strong too. So, yeah. Okay. So we've got that. So we've looked at the survival structures. We've rebalanced the system. We've connected with the nervous and the energetic system. We've looked at the four energetic bodies, the four pillars, you know. And just so you know, you don't manifest from the mind. You manifest from the frequency, from the field. And your field is made up of these four bodies: the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, and the physical. Me too, tattoo, don't have a one. Yeah, maybe that's what we should do for our 60th. Here grannies go. Be the rebellion. Be the rebellion. Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to revisit that symbol. And even if you can just draw that symbol or have that symbol in front of you, what I suggest doing is putting the symbol on the altar, on your phone, even under your pillow. Yeah. Just so you've always just got it there. Because I'm going to show you, even just tracing the symbol on your body, guys. Because I was asking the spirit team, because I knew there was a few years ago, but I think it was because we were doing the 4 in the one session. And I asked the spirit team this morning, is there a simpler way they can do this? And they basically said, just trace the symbol on your body. There you go. I'm past 60. You look amazing, Sherry, for being past 60. So you do. Absolutely amazing. I thought you were the same age as me. Look at that. Henna. Yeah. There you go. Henna tattoo. So you can visualize, you can trace it. So if you're, as I say, the West, as you and Bunny have got, and the you can just trace this at the heart area because that's where it's to go in. the heart area, and then just expand it. You can even, in your energy, you can actually see it in your energy. And if you didn't get the bringing it in and expanding it within the body, you can actually just imagine that you're actually just tracing it in front of you and then bring it in. Do what's easiest for you. But the thing is, it being at the place that's coming, the spirit says it's important, you know? So the east comes in the crown and all the energy centers. So even if you just imagine that the square with the the infinity, that it's just coming in the crown. You know, even if you just imagine that square with infinity and you just play it and then bring it up to the crown and just say, do its work. Do what's easy for you. Yeah. Play with it. So what we want to do is we want to get your symbol, your well symbol. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring out take a nice big deep breath in actually. And just breathe. Take your attention to the spiritual cord above the head. And we're just going to expand that. We did that on day one. We just really played with that spiritual cord and expanded it. Breathe in. And you're just going to bring source energy. You're just going to bring that energy into the heart space. And you're just going to actually open your heart. But you're not just going to open your heart. You're intentionally going to open all your energy centers. And just breathe. And if you feel resistant, guys, let it rise. It's recalibration. It's not failure. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to just take yourself to a nice, safe place, somewhere in nature, or even somewhere you love to be. I remember one girl that I used to work with one-to-one said the bath. Her safe place was the bath. Doesn't matter where it is. It's where you feel you're most peaceful, you're most safest. And just breathe in and draw that circle around you. And you're going to bring your spirit team forward. You're going to call the light bodies forward, your ancestors, even your angels, your guardian angels, the angels that are working for you. Even bring your wealth angels forward, because we all have them. And let them hold space while you embed this. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to bring forward the 4 bodies: the spiritual, the physical, the emotional, and the mental. Your camper bunny, beautiful. And just bring them forward. Now, you could see them in a mirror. You can just even just feel, have a sense that they're there. Give them all names. Play with them. Because trust me, the fact that you have actually connected to them, they will be ecstatic. and now. And if you see if there's anything within there, we're going to bring your wealth code in. Because remember, guys, yous are the field, but yous get to choose. And you're going to ask this question. Why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? And where in my four bodies already knows how to receive with ease? And how can I amplify that now? And you're just going to ask, what energy am I now ready to let go of? So my field can magnetize what's truly aligned. And let me know in the comments. What do you feel? And as I say, you can trace that symbol on you. You could bring that symbol in the visual. You get to choose. But remember to expand the symbols. Now, if you've got the south symbol, it's all coming in the energy centers anyway. So there's an abundance of them coming in. Just feel that. You really feel it. Let go of self-doubt, yeah. Money, definitely neglecting my physical, yeah. So now what to say, Sherry, is you flip it. You flip, so let go of self-doubt. So now you say, why am I so confident in being visible? Why am I so confident in being in wealth? And this is your new why that you start to say to yourself. Because trust me, your unconscious will start to show you this. As for Bunny, why am I so healthy? Why am I full of vitality? Because all you're doing is just flipping it. You're flipping that old story. Now ask this question. Yeah, just flip it. So when you tune into yourself, when you do your daily practice and this negative why's coming in, you don't judge it. You don't be attached to it. You just go, oh, okay, okay. So what's the paradox of that? What's the opposite of that? I would rather be in this and I'd rather be in that because you have the choice of it. And ask your nervous and your energy center. But we go even deeper with the Belief Codex because what we're doing is we're going with the unconscious, the operating system, mine is called the wizard. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And by the way, it's instant, the shift, when you're working with that. But we need 4 days to get in, connect with all those parts of you, every single part, to make sure all those parts are playing and you're giving them something to do. I'm really excited to give this one, to do this. And it's on my mum's birthday. Couldn't think of anything better. All the fours. So if anybody's got a thing for fours, it's all the fours. 444 is the price too. Dollars, by the way, US dollars, not pounds. Bargain, absolute bargain that you're getting over $10,000 worth of programs in the Spiritual Awakening Academy. So much different in there since you were in there, Sherry. And you can get it from starting from $166 over 3 months. That's till the 18th before it goes up to 555. And the programs that's in there is Goddess programs, Spiritual Energetics, Chakra, Spiritual Connection, Spiritual Businesses, Meditation Libraries, Manifestations, Quantum programs, Akashic programs, even how to write books, being an international best-selling author, Spiritual Intuitive Magic, The Shadow, Shamanic Practitioner, beginner level and advanced level is in there also. Angelic Soul Retrieval Practitioner, Hologram Healing, lots and lots and lots in there. But can you see the difference? Can you see the difference of just using that future pacing? And now what I want you to do is just breathe into those 4 bodies. And now you're going to bring that abundance code and you're just going to put it into those 4 bodies. No, Sherry, I don't do the monthly now, darling. It was too much work doing the monthly. That's why I don't do it. I just open it once a year, evergreen, that just everybody comes in. And by the way, anything I do, because I always do a program for the members, either I bring a program in there alive or I do a new program, one a year that they get. So all the master classes, all the challenges, they all go in there. So everybody gets them. Yeah, and I do a lot. I do a lot. And you never pay again, unless you take the yearly one. If you take the yearly one, yet they pay it every year, obviously. But the 444, that's just to the 18th, and then it goes up to 555. Because I'm giving you at last year's price, which I was actually going to increase, but I've left it the same. Bargain, absolute bargain. You're not getting that much value for that kind of price anyway. It's just who I am. That's why I only open it up once a year. Yeah. Okay. So now I want you to check into those 4 bodies. And I want you to see the version of you, each of those bodies. We're going to bring those bodies all together. I want you to imagine that you yourself is stepping in to those bodies. And you're going to expand the energy. And you're going to ask this question once you've merged. How does it feel to walk forward from my wealth code and not my trauma response? I would even keep the not my trauma response off that. I would just say, how does it feel to walk forward with my wealth code, my abundance code? What energy Am I magnetizing that feels truly aligned? And feel that expansion, guys. Feel it. And now I want you to close your eyes and just breathe all this in. And I want you to imagine 30 days from now, you're waking up in a body that feels safe. And what I mean by that, in your emotional, your physical, your spiritual, and your mental, where your nervous system isn't looping into overthinking. It's nice and steady. Where clients are actually reaching out to you because they feel your frequency and then because they're not being chased by you. You see yourself speaking clearly, powerfully, from your core. And your offers, they're not guesswork. They're aligned, they're guided, they're anchored, and they're selling. Now, this could be your crystals. It could be your art. Yeah? It's whatever you're offering out to the world. Could even be a new job. Who knows? Because you're not just doing healing anymore, you are the transmission. And just feel that in the body, lock it in. Let me know how that feels. Some of you, this will be new because you've never felt this before. Let me know in the comments. How does that feel? I feel relieved, heard. Honest is better. Yeah. Now what I want you to do is just go back into that space. And now imagine 6 months from now. And you're leading from your archetype. So if you're the archetype of the West, you will feel magnetic in your truth. You'll feel seen. You'll feel payments just coming. You'll feel safe. You receive wealth, especially when you're seen fully and unapologetically. Breathe in. And if you're from the East, the guardian of the East, you trust yourself fully. Because that's when you receive wealth, when you fully trust what you see. Your intuition is peaked. You magnetize clients who value your clarity. and you hold a clean, energetic container. And if you're the alchemist of the South, you're breaking the cycles of burnout and overgiving because you see those boundaries as sacred. You see your strength, and you start to receive wealth when you stop leaking energy and you lead from fullness. Your cup is overflowing, and you're anchored in your grounded income flow. You're going through the glass ceiling, and you attract people who respect your time and your power. And the gatekeeper of the north, butterflies in your belly, yeah. Received, not relieved. Yeah, massive. That's a big one. And if you're the gatekeeper of the north, you will see your truth. And you receive wealth when you stand in uncompromising integrity. Your truth leads, your presence holds, and you know you are richly supported by what is real. And you attract high caliber clients through boundaries. You monetize through depth, not volume. And you're recognized for your power and your presence. Now, really feel that. And feel that you're leading from that archetype. You've built systems and support that honor your journey. Your field is clean. Your income is stable. You no longer question your worth, your direction, or your visibility because you trust your structure. You trust your truth. You trust your integrity. And you trust your path. And this is just not about where you're headed. This is what you've activated this week. Now we're locking it in. Because this is about next level energetic alignment with your next level identity. The version of you who's already holding the business, holding the freedom, holding the wealth, and the power your soul has always seen. And just remember this, if your nervous system isn't calibrated to that version, you'll sabotage, you'll shrink, you'll overgive, and you'll doubt. What this transmission's doing is it's stabilizing that energetic identity. It's how you go from knowing what's possible to actually becoming the version of you of who lives it. It's how we close the gap between insight and embodiment. Feel it, breathe it in. Breathe it into the heart, the third eye. Breathe it into the womb. Feel those butterflies in the belly. Let it expand. And now visualize that wealth code symbol expanding inside your grid. Seal that frequency in. And I am, say the archetype name. So I'm the dreamer of the West. I'm the guardian of the East. I'm the alchemist of the South. I'm the gatekeeper of the North. I hold the grid of what is your symbol? What is your symbol? So the East is the Sphinx. And it's infinite. We won't go with the Sphinx, we'll just go with the infinite. For the south, you're the opulence. Your symbol is symbolize opulence. The west is the eye of Horus. Feel that. Feel that energetic communication coming in. The protector of truth. And the north is the lotus. Sovereignty. Just feel it. Now you should feel your energy much, much lighter than when you first came on this call, because I can feel it with you. And just hold that grid. And just say to yourself, I am safe. I am sovereign. I am seen. Mm. Mm. And just anchor in that archetype, pulsing in those 4 energetic bodies. And just declare it. And now you say to yourself, why is it now safe to hold more visibility, more wealth, and more power in my body? And by the way, in the workbook, there is 6 questions. There is future pacing. I suggest that you go to the workbook and in your daily practice, you embed those questions because they've been done strategically so that your unconscious mind can start looking to bring that strong body, that safe body that holds expansion. You can see and feel emotionally clear, and you're free to feel everything without overwhelm. And your mind is focused, aligned, and in your soul's direction. Just breathe all that in. And now you're going to ask those 4 bodies, what is the one bold action step I take towards my wealth, my abundance, my joy? And take a nice big deep breath in. And by the way, please do the action step because you're giving integrity to the 4 bodies then. Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to share your action step, that would be amazing. And remember, if you want to really go deeper and really lock all this in fully and know how to connect to every single part of you that's in your inner world, your Belief Codex is your next step. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Let me know in the comments, guys. Come back into the present moment, bring in all that energy. Let me know how you feel. paint today. Oh, that's amazing, Bunny. Absolutely amazing. Because I know when you're in grief, you would not want to paint. So well done. And do it. Get your paints out and watch magic happen. Beautiful. Let me know, Sherry. How's it going for you? You still with us, darling? No? Still here. Good. Good, 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 good. And tell me, what action step did you get, Sherry? Can't believe you're over 60, Sherry. That's amazing. You look absolutely bloody amazing. Well done. Any questions going forward? And I would put this into a daily practice, guys. And this is how you will get your aligned action step. Haven't yet what? Got your action step? Isn't that interesting? So there's self-fear holding around you, my dear. That's why you need the Belief Codex. Big time. Beautiful. But do you feel better? Do you feel lighter? Your birthday's day after my mum. Isn't that interesting? The 15th. Yeah. Beautiful. Give yourself a birthday gift. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you for coming and joining in. It's been amazing. It's just a pity my emails only going through. Feel lighter, Bunny. That's good. Amazing. What I'm going to do is I will send that email that I sent. Feel wonderful, loving it all. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Great. And I'll try and send it via Messenger. I think I'll send it via Messenger to everybody because I have no idea what's happening with my emails. Speak to you later, guys. Bye bye.